Good morning, students. Let's begin our political science class. Today, I am going to start new chapter through this video. Book number 2, Political Theory, and chapter 1, Political Theory and Introduction. Let's start introduction. Human beings are unique in two respects. First, they possess reason, and second, the ability to reflect on their action. They also have the capacity to use language and communication with each other. Unlike other species, they can express their innermost thought and desire. They can share their ideas and discuss what they consider to be good and desirable. Political theory has its root in the twin aspects of the human self. It analyzes certain basic questions such as how should society be governed, how society should be organized, why do we need government, does law limits our freedom, what does the state own its citizen. So all these questions come in political theory. So finally, political theory also examine questions of this kind and systematically thinks about the value that inform political life, values such as freedom, equality, and justice. What is politics? Question related to this, what is politics, can form what do you mean by politics. So we are going to discuss in this topic. Politics is the study of power in a simple thing, but it is not official definition of politics. Would you have noticed that people have different ideas about what politics is? Political leader and person who contest election and hold political office may argue that the political theory is a kind of public service. Fine. So public service is considered as a politics. No society can exist without some form of political organization and collective decision. A number of social institutions such as family, tribe, economic institution have emerged to help people fulfill their needs and aspiration. So a few think of politics as politician, like all these places where we learn to responsible, whether it is a family, whether it is a society, whether it is a country. A number of these institutions, which is termed as from the grassroots level like family, tribe, economic institution, have emerged to help people fulfill their need and aspiration. It's begun from the family. Such institutions help us find ways of living together, acknowledging our obligations to each other. Now we are correlate the same thing with the government. How government are formed and how they function is thus an important focus of politics. The politics is not confined to the affairs of government. In fact, what government do is relevant because it affects the lives of the people in many different ways, like their economic policy, foreign policy, and educational policy affect people life. So government is related to politics. Whatever government decision is straight affect the life of ordinary people. For example, the rise price of the petrol affected daily life of the people, those who are middle class. Since the action of the government affect us deeply, people take a lively interest in what government does. As I gave just now example, if the petrol prices rise, it affect the people's daily expenditure, and they must ask and wants to know why government increase the prices of petrol daily or yearly. When people disagree with the policy of government, we protest and organize demonstration to pursue the government to change the existing law. For example, right now, the Kisan Andolan is one example of when policies made by the central government, it is not accepted and liked by the people associated with that organization which is known as farmer, and they protest. Almost 1 year is over and they are still protesting because they don't want government to pass this policy, and they don't want that the policy followed by them. That's why they put forward demonstration against to the government. So finally politics arises from the fact that we have different visions of what is just and desirable for us and our society. So, what it include? It involved the multiple negotiation that go on in society through which collective decisions are made. Multiple negotiation means different people living in country like India, they have their vision, but government not able to fulfill all the vision. So best possible thing, whatever in demand, that is accepted by the government, is a simple justification of the decision. Why do we study what do we study in politics? क्या पढ़ते हैं politics में? If you look around us, what we see would be movement, development, and change. But if we look deeper, we would also see certain values and principles that have inspired people and guided policies. Ideals like democracy, freedom, or equality, for instance. Do you agree? I think with this sort of thing. Yes, that all sort of ideas which we feel in our life in daily basis. Different countries may try to protect such values by enshrining them in their constitution. In each case, with the American and Indian institution, here we can see that what American constitution given to their citizen and Indian as well. We have also learned about the what values given by the African, South African constitution to their citizen, which is more than in Indian constitution. So by these things we are justify that according to the area, according to the people demand, through the constitution we are giving some sort of practices in the society that is adopted by the people and they feel secure in their country as well. These documents did not emerge overnight. Means making constitution or building some laws or amended something is not overnight material. It need lot of time, survey, and outcome of anything. So these ideas built and principle debated almost since the time of Kautilya. Means freedom, equality, democracy, these are not overnight decision. Our freedom fighters, our leader, those who were the part of the national movement the time of British and the time of Kautilya, Chanakya, all these policies, these values, ideas in the form of democracy and freedom come into the existence recent document which is known as constitution. These documents did not emerge overnight. These are built upon ideas and principles debated almost since the time of Kautilya, Aristotle, to Jean Georges Rousseau, Karl Marx, Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Ambedkar. As these leaders are influential personalities, so people like whatever they decide to enroll in principle, and till now we obey that. As far back as 5th century BC, Plato and Aristotle discussed with their student whether monarchy or democracy was better. Can you imagine? It is around 5th century BC. Plato and Aristotle discuss about democracy and monarchy in their classes. Means whatever setup they have, they ask their student which one is better. So means these were not come into existence recently. Their origin around 5th century BC also. In modern time, Rousseau first argued for freedom as a fundamental right of humankind. Another example, Karl Marx argued that equality was as crucial as freedom. In India, Mahatma Gandhi discussed the meaning of genuine freedom or Swaraj in his book Hind Swaraj. Dr. Ambedkar vigorously argued scheduled caste must be considered a minority and as such must receive a special protection. Political theory deals with the ideas and principles that shape constitution, government, social life in a systematic manner. It clarifies the meaning of concepts such as freedom, equality, justice, democracy, secularism, and so on. It probes the significance of principles such as rule of law, separation of power, judicial review, etc. So, for today, that's all. Please read NCRT continuously as you can make your own question bank. Thank you very much. See you in next video with the question that all these relevant, and have we or not already achieved freedom or democracy? Still we have to work on freedom and democracy in a country like India. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Bye.